All right, we're live. Good morning, America. Good morning, anybody from Facebook that is tuning in. I'm sorry, this seems to be the best way to link both accounts. I do like the Facebook platform better, but I have not figured out for the life of me how to get my Facebook posts onto YouTube. So let's just jump right in. Today's topic of conversation is health. Again, all of my topics are kind of broadly ranged. Sorry about that. Just because they are, any topic encompasses so many aspects that you could go off in a million different directions. So I try and keep them generalized to reach as many people right now. As the campaign progresses, I do expect to kind of, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm still waking up. I'm hoping to, kind of not generalize, but break those topics down more. Today is health overall. I posted a couple of days ago regarding crime, focuses on mental health. Again, I think we have a mental health issue in this country. I think a lot of our issues branch from that one aspect. In regards to our general health, that is part of it too. If we're not okay inside our own heads, we can't expect to take care of our bodies and anything else. As far as, the government's role in that, there are other countries that provide free healthcare. Our country does not. And that's never really sat well with me. I mean, how do you expect to have healthy, productive citizens if you're not helping them take care of themselves? I do believe healthcare should be free. I do believe that you shouldn't have to go bankrupt to take care of yourself. I personally experienced an issue with this just last year. Had an issue with my insurance, wound up going to the hospital. I was thankfully falsely diagnosed with a brain fistula. But for a month there, it was really scary. My whole family, my everybody that knew me thought that I was going to die. It was a very scary situation. And, I still have the hospital bills and whatnot that I'm paying on. It never stops, really. I mean, I'm still seeing a doctor and specialist regarding the headaches. That's what originally I went in for. Was I had a series of literally massive migraines that completely put me out. Like, I've had migraines before, but oh my God, nothing compared to what these things were. I'd give birth 10 times over, completely natural. And I've done that. One of my kids I had completely natural. The other one I had with an epidural. But I'd rather have it induced labor, completely natural, 10 times over than have another one of these migraines. But it's an ongoing process, and I shouldn't have to go into debt in order to be okay. Nobody should have to go into debt. So, and another one of the issues that I have with our healthcare system is big pharma. I will call out big pharma every time. I think they're crooks. And I think that's a big part of our government's issue is big pharma is in just about every politician's pocket, one way or another. Through the lobbyists and the campaign support, big pharma has bought our government. Why? Because it all branches down from the 1%. Whole nother topic. That's one thing I would like to see if elected is big pharma gone. I think they do more harm than good. The medications that they put out cause more side effects. I mean, when I was diagnosed with my thing, I was put on an array of drugs, and I was literally taking one drug to counteract the side effects of another. And some of the side effects I experienced were scary. I don't know. I do. Okay. I know that I'm not completely educated in this topic, but I do have a basic understanding about how our eyes and brain process information we take in. Okay. When we see things, our brains kind of flip and revert that image so we can understand it. And one of the drugs I was on removed that filter. Okay, so I got to see the world as it truly is. Sorry, it is a scary place. It happened twice while I was on this medication, and the first time it happened, I was home alone, panicked, freaked out. I couldn't even call anybody to come help me because I couldn't function my phone because everything was backwards and flipped. It was really weird. The second time it happened, I wasn't home alone, and thankfully it only happened for a few minutes. I was able to close my eyes and make myself back, get myself back up to my room to lay down for it to pass. But the side effects are so not worth the benefits of the drugs half the time. And like I said, when they're prescribing one medication to counteract the side effects of another, that's a big issue. I believe our health, everything that we have in our body comes from our environment, nature, everything around us. I think we need to get back to that basics. We need to look at what we're putting into our bodies, with our diets, with our medications. There are a lot of chemicals, granted, which some are found naturally, most of them are not. And that's, again, a huge, huge issue, is we poison our bodies regularly. Some, sometimes we do with drugs, with alcohol, with tobacco, and some people do it with regular medication, not even realizing, they're taking this medication thinking they are bettering themselves. Really, it's hurting them more. Medication has been linked to cancer, disease, you name it. I mean, the whole idea behind vaccinations, my kids are vaccinated. I support vaccinating my kids because in that aspect, when you look at history and measles, mumps, rubella, my mother had, I can't remember, she had, I'm going to say smallpox or something like that. I'll have to verify with her, but she had one of those diseases as a kid, and it almost killed her. So there is a reason that vaccinations do exist. I believe that they are needed, but at the same point in time, if we make changes, we can't eliminate that aspect. It all goes back to nature and finding our connection with this earth, So I think that's going to be all for this morning. Again, I'm not doing a live video tonight unless I get a response from this one. I'm going to be linking this to the Facebook page. You can view it there. It'll probably click you back over to YouTube. I'm not sure how that all works yet. But I will not be posting over the weekend. Sorry, I have to have a day off from the campaign too. But Monday I will be back. First thing Monday morning by 8:15, I will be doing my post every day. And again, if you guys want to see that time frame flip-flop, I mean, I do have a little window of opportunity. It will never happen between the hours of 6 and 7. That's my time with my kids. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. My kids come first. My family comes first. Until I actually wind up in the White House, that is my priority. And even when I get there, then my family basically encompasses all of America. But even still, I will take, that time to spend with my immediate family, because let's face it, America, that's the way it is your family is your priority. And we've forgotten that. But that's another time, another subject. Like the page, share the page, Wellstead 2020 on Facebook. Obviously here on YouTube. I'm not sure how this link comes up. Been trying to figure that one out. That's going to be all for this morning. Have a great day, and we will see you Monday.